Hello. Today I'm going to make a really quick video with some tips for beginners at the gym for overcoming gym anxiety. I've seen 100 videos like this online, but honestly, I don't think they really hit the spot because a lot of them have really general kind of guides or really general suggestions like, oh, just don't worry about it because everybody's thinking about themselves anyways. And while I do think most people in the gym are pretty focused on what themselves they're doing, that doesn't really help if you're anxious and you're going into a new space because you are hyper aware of what everyone else is doing. So it's kind of counterintuitive to assume that everybody else isn't hyper aware of what you're doing. So we're not going to focus on that as a piece of advice for today. I've literally made a list of a bunch of different things that I think could work for helping overcome gym anxiety. And these are things that I've told clients of mine and friends of mine when they're going out to try a new gym. But I've narrowed it down to 3 that I haven't heard so often. So 3 tips to help you stop feeling so anxious at the gym. Number 1, still pretty common, but you're gonna go in with a plan. If you're walking into a new space and you have no idea what you're doing there, or you're looking around, looking lost, that just makes anxiety worse. But if you go in and you know exactly what you're doing, then that will help you feel better because it means you know when you have to be there, when you have to be over there, when you have to be on this machine, when you have to use that weight. You know exactly what's going to happen, so at least you're eliminating that element of surprise. You're not having to think about things on the spot. And I think that this is such an important thing to do when we're trying to overcome how we're feeling, when we're trying to overcome our anxiety at the gym. So go in with a plan. That's number 1. Number 2, which probably would have been better as number 1, is to suss out the environment by warming up somewhere where you can see the rest of the gym. So in some gyms, they'll have all of the cardio machines in one section, and sometimes on the treadmill, you'll be able to look out at all the other areas of the gym. This can be a really helpful way of starting out your session because you're getting a lay of the land while you're still doing something. So you're not feeling like you're just standing there gawking, looking at everybody being like, what the fuck? But maybe your gym doesn't have a specific cardio section. I know mine doesn't. So at my gym, there's a few spaces where I can warm up, but I can still see most of the other gym areas. So even if I have a plan, I go in and I go start my session over in that warm up section. I can see the rest of the gym. I can start getting an idea of which machines are busy, of what equipment is being used, and where I can slot myself in and find some space. And you don't even have to do this part before you're doing a workout. You could go into the gym and get a lay of the land while you're there, not to work out. You could walk in maybe one day and then just have a look at everything, suss it out, and then walk out. That way you're removing any expectation that you're putting on yourself to have a perfectly curated session and to not make a fool of yourself in a brand new space. But you're also just becoming a little bit more aware. You're kind of getting some of that exposure therapy, right? You're going in, you're facing your fear, you're trying out a new space, and that's a really amazing thing. The last bit of advice that I have that I've seen little places, but I really love this and I don't see it being mentioned enough, is find a little space by yourself in the gym. Maybe, like tip number 2, this could be your little warm-up section that you've created, and you're going to find a pair of dumbbells. Then just do a dumbbell-only workout. And luckily for you, I've actually filmed one. But by doing a workout that only requires a little bit amount of space, it can again start to build your confidence, and it'll remind you that it's okay to take up space in the gym because you've got your little section. Doing a dumbbell-only workout or maybe even a body weight workout means again that you can get the lay of the land, you can start becoming accustomed to the people that are there, and you're not feeling like you're imposing on anybody, which honestly for beginners, even I've been training for like over 10 years now, and sometimes when I walk into a new gym, I still get really uncomfortable because I'm like, oh, these other people, this is their space and I'm encroaching on it. So the feeling kind of doesn't go away, but you can get used to it and you kind of just push through and work on that exposure to it. And practice makes that better. So if I was going into a new gym, I'd get my pair of dumbbells, I'd go warm up in a section using the dumbbells, and then I'd take my weight back to my section and I just move through a dumbbell only workout in one section of the gym. That way I can stay focused, get to know everything that's happening. I honestly have a list of so many other things that I think are probably worth mentioning, but I thought let's just start there. There are 3 things that you can do right there that I think will lessen your gym anxiety. And I think being able to focus on yourself in your own space will remove some of that hyperfixation on where everybody else is and what they're focusing on. Like when you're just working out by yourself in the corner, you're not too worried about what's happening down there. Even though I know a lot of people in the gym make a lot of noise but that's their problem, okay? So try these 3 things. Let me know if any of them are useful for you. For the subscribers who are seasoned gym vets, what tips do you have for beginners at the gym who are new and trying to learn to boost their confidence or trying to just get into the gym in the first place? Leave your tips down below. It would be wonderful if you guys could like and subscribe. I will see you all very soon. Bye.